You're listening to the Nothing Podcast with Nobody Important, where a group of nobodies speak to an actual somebody. And now your hosts, John and Frank.
All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 6 of the Nothing Podcast.
With Nobody Important.
We're living in a miracle today, John.
That's right. And this week we've got a really different kind of episode than we've ever had before.
Completely different, because we are celebrating the miracle and the gift of life.
That's right. Usually we have on someone with an interesting profession or someone who's, part of an interesting group. Mm-hmm. This week we have on a pregnant woman.
You see him every day, walking the sidewalks, getting seats on trains.
And you don't know exactly what goes into it.
No. And
some people do, but we definitely didn't.
No, right. This is the furthest from our experience ever.
Right. And when we first pitched this idea for the podcast, the first guest idea we came up with was a pregnant woman, which was then followed up with a man with one leg and 3 young boys stacked up in a trench coat. A
man with low blood pressure.
And a man with high blood pressure.
That was an idea so stupid.
Thankfully, we haven't really followed that track down the line. But we did want to do a pregnant woman, which is a little more abstract than some of our other ones.
And guess what? We have one, and we also have our husband.
That's right. They stopped in to talk to us just before, in theory, giving birth. In fact, by the time this episode airs, they might have already given birth.
Yeah, there will be a new person on the planet by the time this comes out.
Or right after. We don't know that for a fact.
All right, so I guess it's time to do it. Get your epidural ready.
Put your bibs on.
Grab your husband by the throat and scream, "Why did you do this to me?"
And please welcome this week's guest,
Amy Goldfarb, a pregnant woman.
Okay, John, we have an inspiring guest today.
I'm so ready.
She not only is a great person, but she is now a life bearer.
She's carrying a great person.
She's carrying a great person.
Let's hope.
We have Amy.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm pretty pregnant.
Amy, you're very pregnant.
Very pregnant.
How far along are you?
I'm 38 weeks and 2 days.
Wow. We also have a special guest here.
Yeah,
who had something to do with
pretty important part of this.
Amy's husband, Adam, is here.
How we doing, guys?
Wow, all right.
Wow, pretty good.
All right.
I like it.
Good work, Adam.
Very
Thanks.
All right.
So what's interesting about this is that usually we have on people who are particularly have interesting careers or are of an interesting demographic.
Well, are you a professional pregnant woman?
No, I don't know if I'll do this more than twice, maybe.
Amateur.
Okay.
Okay.
I've never done it before. I'm novice.
Right. So, but this is this is a weird question right off the bat, and I know the answer, but I'm just going to clarify for the readers at home. So you're not a professional pregnant woman in that this is your child.
I'm not sure I understand what you're asking.
Are you a surrogate?
You don't know?
I'm not a surrogate. It is my baby.
That's what I'm saying. That's a professional pregnant woman.
Okay, I get it. Yes,
Okay.
yeah. I'm not doing it for someone else. I'm doing it for my own family.
Purely selfish.
Yeah,
pretty good at it,
self-centered.
though.
Yeah.
She's good, right?
You're really good at it.
Thank you.
She doesn't fall over. She stands up.
Yeah, absolutely. Not bumping into stuff. I'm assuming. You haven't bumped into anything since you've been here so far.
So when are you due?
I'm due July 8th.
Which is how long from now?
About 2 weeks.
Wow. So the chances of you actually going into labor now,
I mean, if I laugh too hard,
if you did it, that would be
happen.
amazing for
There
us.
is a severe chance that by the time this episode airs, you will no longer be a pregnant woman.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. Will you play this podcast for your child as their first podcast?
Yes.
I'd like to ask the baby a few questions at some point if you can.
Sure.
I feel
of
like
course.
I have to speak on his behalf until he can form words.
Oh, it's a he.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's a
Is that
boy.
breaking news?
No.
Oh.
No.
To the podcast world, it is.
Yeah. I think there's a name. Are we
Yeah.
going? Can we say it?
Yeah, his full name? His name is Austin Michael Goldfarb.
Wow. Austin. Why Austin?
Big Texas fans?
Because we agreed on it.
Oh, okay.
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. His full name is Stone Cold Steve
Austin Michael Goldfarb.
Yes.
I like it. But so the reason why it's kind of outlandish for us to have I keep going to say a pregnant woman.
A woman in a condition.
A woman of your state. No. A pregnant woman on the show. This is something that we kind of came up with when we were first pitching the idea of the show. This was the first guest
This was the first guest
that we really thought we said this is the one we need to have, which is why our whole crew who helped us come up with this are not here.
That's right. It was just skeleton crew today.
Right. But we don't know anything about being a pregnant woman.
No.
It may come as a surprise to you. Frank and I have absolutely no
I'm
experience.
still figuring it out.
You're still learning.
I'm still learning.
But you've been doing it for a while.
I've been doing it for a while, but every time it happens, it's new. Like
Right.
Oh, it's happened before.
no,
Adam, you might want to leave for
happens
this.
is new since I have not done it before.
Do you have like a lot of books home on this?
I do.
Let me ask you this: why do we have to have books on it? People were doing this in caves 2,000 years ago.
They
no
weren't
books.
reading a damn thing.
Nothing. They do it right in the dirt.
were like-
Hieroglyphics.
Right.
It was
writing
on
on
the
the
wall.
wall.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. They just read the paintings.
Yeah.
No, it would just happen, and they'd be like, "Oh, look at this!" Like the first time it happened, and then the second time it happened, there's like, "All right, we got to see if there's a pattern here." And they were like, "Okay, so you're growing, and then it happens." I was
Okay,
like,
right.
"Okay, we've nailed it."
Right.
And think about how far we've come.
Well, no, I don't know. There's a show on TV. I didn't know I was pregnant. They're
Right,
just-
where it
they're
happens
ju-
in the toilet.
They're just sitting on the.
Yes.
They're sitting on the can at the movie theater.
But to be fair, you know you're pregnant.
I know I'm pregnant.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
cool.
Hoping not to have him in a toilet.
Right.
right. So why?
How about in a podcast studio?
There's
I'll
a lot,
try
a lot
not
of traffic to get to the hospital, so I don't know if that's a good idea.
There's a doctor who lives downstairs. Is
That's
he
true.
home?
Do you have
He-
sharp enough scissors for
He's
his
a baby
umbilical
doctor.
cord?
He is not home, but
Dr.
there is
Joe.
a Dr. Joe. He
Dr.
lives
Joe.
downstairs. He's a pediatrician.
Yes.
Yeah.
I learned something from Dr. Joe.
What did you learn?
I learned about the hat. So I assumed because he was going to be born in July, he would not need a hat when he left the hospital. But Dr. Joe taught me otherwise because the heat escapes from their head.
Wow, changing lives on the podcast,
Yeah.
John. Let's
That's
do a high five
amazing.
into the mic. There we go. So, Amy and Adam, can you talk about when the moment you learned you were pregnant and then how Adam found out?
Oh, it's fun. Okay. So we really rolled the dice on this one because I'm 34. Are you 36 or 35?
You tell me.
We're going to go
You're my
30.
wife.
I think he's 36. I think he's
I'm 36,
Okay.
yes. Okay.
So
Thank you for knowing.
We got married.
My wife.
We got married last July. And we were like, all right, well, we should have a baby. We're a little older. And he, at dinner one night, told me, like, I've come to terms with that. Like, I realize it's going to happen pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So we just tried. And on attempt one, it happened, but I didn't really think it was going to happen that quickly. God, it was great. But
I knew it would.
He's like, I had all the faith in the world.
I knew it would.
So I took a test and it said I wasn't pregnant. And then I took another test. It said I wasn't pregnant. There was one left in the pack and things that were supposed to come didn't come yet. So I was like, well, just take it, see what happens.
Right.
And it was 5:15 in the morning and I took it and I woke him up crying. I don't know if they were tears of excitement or sheer fear, but I was like, I'm pregnant.
But you had to go through 3 pregnancy tests?
Yeah.
That's why people don't know they're pregnant and they're on TV.
And this is a Tuesday morning. We had to go to work. that day.
So I kind of just shook him awake
He's
and
annoyed.
told
Yeah,
him
he's
I was
annoyed.
pregnant, and he was just like, "You're what?" And I was like, "He's like, what? When did this happen?" I was like, "Well, I just took a test now, and I'm pregnant." But I really thought that it was going to say that I was not pregnant, and I was like, "All right, well, the pack's done, moving on."
Right.
But
Wow.
ended up being pregnant.
So, Amy, you're a pregnant woman.
Uh-huh.
What exactly does that mean?
What does that entail? No,
Wow.
Danielle's been moved to tears over that story.
Danielle, are you crying behind the computer?
Not crying, but I got excited.
Oh,
That's
thank
so
you.
Oh,
sweet.
you like it? Danielle, show us your face. Let's see your reaction. Nope.
There it is.
smiling. She's fine.
I'm just happy.
I felt a little bad after it because, like, a lot of women give them a big reveal, and I kind of just shook him awake and showed him a stick that said pregnant on it.
Did you feel like you were... There was also pee on that stick, Adam. So how was that?
Right. You come into my bed in the morning, got pee stick.
Yeah, that was the first. That was definitely a first. You woken up like that. It was a different alarm than I'm used to, but
Were you
it was
happy
a very.
or...
I don't really remember. It happened just kind of.
It was early.
I kind of pretty much just opened my eyes and it was there, and the rest is history. 9 months later.
So you, not to get too personal, but you got pregnant on the first try. Mm-hmm. Was that exciting or was that like great, but like, wow, didn't expect it to happen so fast?
Wow, didn't expect it to happen so fast. Like, I thought we would be in, because people get married and then they're like, oh, we're trying.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
thought we were going to be in the trying stage for a couple months. But no,
No, damn you.
Right?
it just,
we
it
just
happened.
tried
I'm very
once.
grateful and very excited.
Yeah, of course,
but
right.
I did not think it would happen that quickly.
Sure, sure.
What do you miss now that you're pregnant? Are there things you can't do or things you can't eat or...
I miss not doing things that like were normally easy for me, like walking upstairs.
Okay.
You want cold cuts.
And I
Let's
want
be
cold
real.
cuts. Yeah.
You want, but you can't have cold cuts, right?
No.
What,
Because of listeria, possible listeria.
what kind of cold cut do you want?
I really would just like a ham and cheese sandwich on a plain bagel.
that's
Danielle is
nice.
in fervent agreement.
I don't need anything on it. No mayo, no lettuce. Just
I've been told
some ham.
once the baby's out, that's the first thing she's getting. I gotta go right.
You
to
should
her.
have it
You gotta have
there
it in the
next to the
room.
bed.
Well, I was also told that when the baby's being born, that I should eat something first. So when she tells me that we're gonna go, we have to obviously go get a sandwich before
Yeah.
we go to the hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
because
It should
it's
be in the
very
diaper
important
bag.
that-
Gotta
I'll
stop.
be in
It's
labor
very
and he
important
will
that
get
the
a
father
snack.
has a full stomach.
Right. Unless you get the Cliff Huxtable pregnancy where she just gives birth first to a big sandwich.
Right.
And then
of
you can
course.
eat the sandwich and then next
That's the
comes.
second reference to Cliff Huxtable
It
and the sandwiches.
is, and hopefully
in
the
6
last.
episodes.
That's right.
And the last.
Do you ever wake up in the morning and forget that you're pregnant? You wake up and go,
Absolutely.
oh my God, big belly.
100%. I've been walking around, and like not so much in the last couple months, but when I'd say up to like 6 months, I would walk around and forget I was pregnant. Not so much that like I did anything that would, like I didn't start drinking or smoking.
Right,
right.
But like I'd reach down and feel my belt, like, oh, yep, it's still there.
Yeah.
But
In
in
case
all
you lost
fairness,
it.
I've had a very, I didn't get morning sickness or any of that, so there were no daily reminders.
Good,
Oh,
good for
really?
you, Adam. Good.
No
That's very
morning
good for you.
sickness.
No, huh?
God.
Not once?
No, the only time I got sick, I had a stomach virus
Well, that's fair enough.
yeah,
on
that's
my
acceptable.
birthday, so that was not nice. But
What do you think about the maternity shoots with the husband and the wife where, they're not wearing the clothes and he's cradling the stomach?
Yeah, I've seen yours. Oh, wait, that wasn't you guys?
That wasn't them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
You have a story here?
it's funny you asked that
What?
because I suggested that we do a maternity shoot in the nude, where she would be standing.
Is
in the
this real?
front And I would be
Yes?
standing behind her, nude as well, covering her, and I thought it would be a very beautiful thing. But
Yeah.
but he's leaving out that he wanted to do it
oh
in
yes,
City Field, where there's like you could take pictures with your family and they have like a glove and the
In the
apples
in the
behind
baseball
it.
glove.
It's
Sure.
a baseball glove. He wanted to be in the baseball glove.
so when's that scheduled for?
Oh, we passed it at the Met game when we went, and
And
I was
I
thinking about
gave him a
asking the
hard
guy,
no.
but
Yeah.
it was kind of cold that night.
Let me ask you this. After the babies
Rainy.
are born, how do the photographers balance them in those big flowers? I want to know. Is there a wire in the flower?
I think they're just sleeping.
I wouldn't put
They're
my baby
sleeping.
precariously in any
Not
position.
in a flower. A
No.
prop flower? Danielle,
I'll
what
let
do
you
think?
know. I'll let you know when I put my
Sometimes they have
baby in a
like their
flower.
hands on their chin, like
Yeah.
they're laying in the park or
They're
something.
well posed. They
Yeah.
must sedate them a little bit, the babies.
I don't think so. I
little
think they're
little
just
NyQuil on the
asleep.
gums. Danielle, what do you think? You're an artist.
I'm so uncomfortable.
I was just
Every
thinking the
time
same thing.
I see them, I'm like, this poor child is in a ball.
Yeah, they're like in like
you
a
were
little
just
moss.
in a ball. Stretch your
For
limbs.
9 months.
It makes me so
I think they're just
uncomfortable.
asleep. I'll let you know.
You're gonna do it.
We're gonna like a small little one because it's expensive.
I'm going to tell you a story. When I was born, and I only know this because my mother told me this, I was born premature. I was very small, and I was in the hospital for a while. And then the day they brought me home, that night, I guess she had to change my diaper or whatever. She didn't want to wake my father up. So she gets me up, and she said, I put like a towel down, I laid you out on the couch, and she goes, she opened up my diaper, and she was going to change me. And right as she was going in there, I started peeing. Right?
Yes,
So
that'll
she
happen.
like put one hand over to cover the pee, and she was like, "Oh, this isn't good." And then I started shitting liquid squirts all over my mother, and then she was sobbing in the living room while my father was sleeping in the bedroom. So,
is what
Adam,
Adam
my
is
question
looking
for
forward to
you
most.
is, are you going to change diapers?
I mean, I've never done it before. I've been offered other people's babies to change, and I
Practice.
respectfully passed because I want to be my child to be the first baby I change. But yeah, I will be changing the
tell
diapers.
them the truth. What are you most afraid of will happen?
I just don't want to get poop on my hands, but I know it's gonna happen.
And what are you afraid you might do to the baby if you get said poop on your hands?
Oh, like throw him? I don't know.
Wait.
What?
All right, let's get
You
to John.
told
call
me
ACS.
you were
Get him in here.
afraid.
He's
Get
gonna throw the baby.
ACS
He's
on
gonna
the
throw
phone
the
right now.
baby.
Wait, you're going to
You
throw
were
the baby?
telling me you were afraid you might throw up on
Oh
the-
yes. I have a very,
That would be a real situation.
What is it, how do you say, a soft stomach? Right?
yeah.
A very soft stomach, so
Yeah. It's funny. I used to work in a place.
Danielle's dry heaving. Danielle, you all right?
Are you changing a baby over there?
I used to work in a place where I was working with babies, and they turned around and they were like, "Oh, and you got to change them too." And then I only worked there for 2 days, but I had to change strangers' babies.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I don't even like to pick up the dog poop.
Good news, Danielle. I'm good at it.
There you go.
There you go.
Oh, what
like,
do you
"I'm
think
ready."
about the reusable diapers? This is a
the
thing.
cloth diapers?
Yeah.
No.
No, I don't. I even think a handkerchief is disgusting. Look,
I mean, I guess it's
cost-
cheaper.
yeah,
It's
it's
cost
cheaper.
effective, but I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of gross.
yeah, I don't think so.
I know it's hard to say now, but I'm asking you as a favor from me. Don't be those people that let the baby run around in just the diaper in the house all day. Put clothes on the baby.
Right, a little onesie.
That's fine.
I like the little when the baby runs around.
find
with
it
the
odd.
nothing
No,
on.
it's fine, but all the time, anytime you walk in the house, the baby's in the diaper, no clothes.
Usually there's a recliner on the lawn if the baby has just a diaper on in the house.
That's what I'm saying. Don't be those people. I don't understand. I mean, do it in your own house, fine. I won't be there.
We have a lot of cool clothes for him, so he's got to wear them.
You do.
Yeah.
Very picky with the clothes, though.
Are you?
I am.
She's extremely picky.
Oh, you are. So what is it? What are your rules? It's like I've heard like no black sometimes.
No, I don't really love the ones that are like daddy's partner in crime. I don't need.
Well, what if it said mommy's partner? In
No.
crime? Okay.
So you don't
that
like,
was gonna
you
be
don't
my
want
question.
Cliche ones.
No.
What do you like?
I mean, we have a few Wu-Tang onesies we're pretty happy
There
about.
you
Okay.
go.
For the children.
That's okay.
Stripes, dogs, those are fine. Like,
But you want, if it's gonna say something, you want it to be something unusual, like I am a human living on the earth now, something like
And
that.
you want
that
vertical
sort.
stripes to slim them out.
Austin 316, those are fine.
An Austin 316.
Ah, okay.
Now that's the one that
Those
the
are
baby needs a
fine,
few
but-
of those.
Yeah.
Wow. So is that you're just putting it out there for everybody who might buy you gifts?
And
Oh, they're already
the
bought.
thing, how I look
We
at
are
it
great friends.
is
They know what we're thinking.
Okay.
this kid is going to be pooping his pants,
Yeah.
right? And he's going to need to be wearing multiple outfits.
A lot of
Sure.
costumes.
Would you be getting rid of outfits? And you need these outfits. We need backups.
He doesn't like that I exchanged them.
Do you guys want to talk about it here?
No.
Do you want to work this out? No. Okay.
Okay.
But I will say I agree with Adam. So Amy, we play games here on the thing, the show, and we have 3 today.
Yeah,
Usually
3
there's
games.
2, but we have 3.
Gonna get into one early.
So we're gonna do some true or false. These are true or false things.
And now we know the answers. You don't.
You don't. You can talk together
Or you
maybe
might.
and come up with.
Are
if you
these
think
things
it's
I
true or false.
should know that if
Not
I don't know, I'm
necessarily.
a bad mother?
Okay, true or false?
Cocoa butter prevents stretch marks.
True. At least I hope so.
I think it's true.
Danielle,
True.
Hate to tell you, false.
But I've been using so much of it.
Well,
get that
sorry.
cocoa butter out of there. It
Get
doesn't
it
work.
out. Throw it away with the onesies.
Nope.
Okay, second question.
That's the real thing. That's the
Also,
real
we
answer.
checked online,
I've
so
been
we know
using
this is
so
true.
much of it.
That's not working. So
What a waste of money.
Okay.
Only shea butter. No, I don't know that.
You-
I made that up.
Okay.
What about regular butter?
by
Only
Aveeno.
only
Regular
unsalted butter.
Only
And-
breakstones.
Yeah. Okay. You can't pet your cat during pregnancy, and I know you guys have a cat.
That is not true, but you can't change the cat litter.
Okay. For extra points, why can't you change the cat litter?
All I know is that there's something in their urine that
Can give you what?
I don't know.
It rhymes with toxoplasmosis.
Is it that?
Yeah, it's toxoplasmosis.
I got
know what that is.
tested.
It
I got
with
tested for
moxomasmosis.
it. Yeah. I got tested for it. Don't have it. We're
Okay.
good. But he changes the cat litter now.
Oh, you do have a cat.
Yeah.
We do have a cat, and I've been on litter duty.
Extra
For
point.
9 months.
Yeah, duty.
What's the cat's name?
Her name is Nellie.
Well,
Nice.
Oh, if you want to say what her real name is.
Her name is Princess Penelope Sparkles.
Now that is a
Danielle,
cat name.
Danielle, could you laugh into the
Yeah,
microphone?
Danielle, you are famous for laughing.
Help
She has
us.
been silently laughing this whole episode. We lost our audience.
It's the afternoon. We usually do this at night.
We
we're
lost.
off
We
our
lost
game.
our whole audience. Danielle is silently laughing behind the
Laugh.
microphone. Don't hold it in, Danielle. All right. Walking makes labor go faster.
I've heard that's true and it scares me, so I try not to move.
Adam, what do you think? Oh, Adam, that's why she hasn't been moving. What do you think, Adam?
I mean, I could see that. I think that would be true.
All right, you're both wrong. It doesn't have anything to do with your labor.
Oh.
Okay, next question.
First timer here.
He takes out the treadmill tonight. Get on it, Aim. All right. Do not eat smoked salmon while you are pregnant. You should or you should not.
I feel like smoked salmon is okay, but raw things are not okay.
Adam.
I don't think smoked salmon's good.
Danielle?
And Adam's Jewish.
I am Jewish.
People like you, Adam. You
Thank
like
God
that, right?
I have no restrictions against that. 'cause
Right. Hey, Danielle?
That'll be tough.
I think it's okay, but yeah, the raw is no good.
Yeah, it's okay to eat smoked salmon. It's actually good for you.
That's right.
Smoked.
You know who
Smoked
loves
salmon.
smoked salmon?
Who?
Bears.
Also, we're not doctors, so don't
All is from
Google
Google.
it too. Google
No,
it is
I'm
not
going to get a big
actual
long
medical
email from
advice.
Dr. Joe for sure.
Banging with a broomstick on the ceiling.
All right. Ready? Pregnant woman should eat for 2.
No. You're not. You're only supposed to consume, I think, 300 to 500 more calories a day.
I'll go with her on that.
It's hard to argue. She kind of had some
She read the
stats.
books.
I read the books.
Danielle?
I have to agree. I have no idea.
Yeah. That is, you're right.
It's absolutely
You
true
are
what
right.
you're saying.
It is false. Pregnant women do not need to eat for 2.
Wow.
Husbands of
excuse.
pregnant women do.
Eat for 3.
I read the books.
Yeah, you're eating for 1 1/5, they say.
I want to know what books.
Yeah, what books?
So there's What to Expect When You're Expecting, which is more of an encyclopedia of things.
I've seen the movie.
I just look up like an issue. If my feet were swelling, I would look that up to try to figure out like what it would do to me. Or if, for example, when I sleep, like my hands will fall asleep, I guess because of the position I'm sleeping in. So anything that scares me, I'll look up in that book. And then I have another one that's like a nanny book that just tells you all the tricks of trades, what to buy.
Like
things
hide the
that.
camera in the teddy bear eye.
No, not that. Not like nanny diary.
Fran Drescher, pretty good. Hit her prime in 2000.
Danielle's sneakily trying to gain information because this is, something that she might be interested in somewhere down the line. And so me and Frank are like, yeah, sure, whatever, okay. Danielle's like, I'm actually writing these things
Writing
down.
this down.
Oh no, I'm fascinated.
All right,
love
here we
this.
go. 2 more. True or false? Babies can hear their mother's voice from inside the womb.
True.
True.
It is true. Starting at 18 weeks.
I hear this raspy voice all
Why
the
don't
time.
you speak to your baby now? Let's hear what you say to the baby.
I tell him he's a good boy all the time. When he kicks me, I tell him I will get him ice cream. And then I make Daddy get the ice cream.
That happened last night.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that. That's so sweet.
nice.
Yeah, it was really twisted my arm for that one.
Adam's not happy.
This is the last one.
We love this one.
Babies in the womb can taste garlic.
I have no idea.
But you
I
have
mean,
to
I don't know how that would taste it because the food goes in through the umbilical cord, correct?
I'm impressed.
Right?
I guess.
Yeah, I never tasted from my belly button before.
Well, I just think it's in there.
I'm going to say false. I have no idea.
Danielle?
I have no idea.
The answer is true. Garlic flavor passes through amniotic fluid, which is gross.
Disgusting.
That's the worst thing I've ever
So,
heard.
which
Disgusting.
baby told the doctor this?
Little Italian
"Oh,
baby.
mama, you eat too much garlic, mama."
This baby Tom DeLuise.
Yeah, baby Dom DeLuise comes out.
That's disgusting.
That's strange.
Imagine the baby comes out and burps
You
up
didn't
garlic.
cut the garlic thin enough.
I feel as though I should have known more of
Shave it
those
with
answers.
the razor blade. Okay. Amy, what?
I feel as though I should have known more of those answers, but
No, not really. I mean,
the garlic one's a curveball. Again,
Yeah,
that's
who
crazy.
cares about the garlic?
Yeah. So, are you mad that Babies R Us doesn't exist anymore? Because this is like bad timing for you.
I mean, they have Bye Bye Baby.
Sure.
It's overwhelming. There's a lot of options.
Now that's where you buy babies.
That's where you leave babies.
Yeah, it
Bye-bye,
goes
baby.
both ways.
Oh, bye, baby.
I'm always overwhelmed by the tiny shoes. I'm like, there's no way anything's feet could be that small. And then they are, always.
I love the tiny shoes.
And they don't even wear them. They like kick them off. It's all for looks.
Right. It's all
Right.
fun.
It's the same thing. That's why they're only wearing diapers. They take everything off. Now, I have a question about having a pregnant belly. Have you ever drawn on it? Because that's an urge I think I couldn't resist.
No, but now I kind of
To
want
like
to.
paint on it, I really want to paint like a rainbow or a
fish tag.
happy
Maybe make a
face.
face
That
out
would've
of
been
it.
great
Use the
in
belly
a-
button as a
That would've
nose.
been great with the nude photo shoot.
Yeah, yeah. Paint it like a baseball.
A baseball.
Yeah, or like the Mets
wow.
logo, right? The City Field, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We needed you guys like
Skyline.
3 months
I
ago.
mean, Danielle's an artist. You want to go?
Danielle's
in
an
the
artist.
You want to go in the studio?
If you wanted to just step in the back, Danielle can paint your belly for you right now.
Let's go.
This is a real question that I have is like, this is something that everybody goes through. So many people in the world go through this, and yet it's a miracle. I remember, I wish he was here to talk to us about it. Dr. Joe was telling me a while back how it never gets old. That all the pieces that have to be in line for this to work the way it does, as often as it does, it's like you don't even realize. It's like a miracle.
in the window of time
Yes,
for it to
absolutely,
happen.
absolutely.
Guess we just were right at that window.
Yeah, you guys
Knocking.
were ready for
Right.
it. But so do you guys feel that? Like when you get pregnant, you can't take it for granted what's happening. Because
Every time I see a sonogram, and you see him get bigger and bigger, it's wild.
yeah.
Really wild that's happening in your belly, and I don't really control it. It's doing it on, my body's doing it on its own.
Right.
And the things that my body just knows to do. And like apparently your belly gets bigger on its own because it's making room for the baby. So from what I've read in the many books.
The hieroglyphics.
And all the
cave paintings.
So your body's taking control of it. It's like, I'm not doing any of it. I'm just the vessel for all of this to happen.
Right.
So that's what's so wild about it.
Yeah, like your belly and your body know more than even your mind does in this case.
Right?
where it's
You don't
like
have
you're-
to even think about it.
No.
Right, obviously.
It's crazy.
It's crazy that there's... How many people are on the planet? Billions?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Sure.
Are there billions? And we all just come out of each other. Is nuts to me. Like Russian stacking dolls. Just we all literally walk out of each other's bodies to be here. Like, wait, what? Who was the first
Women's
one?
bodies. Women's
Right.
bodies.
Women's bodies. Okay, sure. Opinions on public breastfeeding. I mean, we're all right with it, but you know.
Your choice. I don't think I'll do it, but someone's choice. I'm not going to judge
Yeah,
them.
I mean, baby's got to eat. Baby's more important than your sensitive eyes. I don't know what to tell you. That's kind of my opinion on it.
I got no problem with it.
Okay.
I mean, I also don't think it's too hard to throw a towel over there either.
Oh, sure. I'm all about that. I think if you're just hanging out, where you're like doing stuff with both hands and the baby's just hanging there,
Right.
I think that's
Baby's
kind of
clamped on.
Yeah, put a towel on.
Well, something interesting. I asked a friend of mine had twins, and I asked if you could go double barrel if you
Yeah.
could feed
That's
them
a
both
good.
at the
That's a
same
great
time.
question.
Yeah.
And yeah, you actually could do that. I thought,
Nice.
I didn't know.
Start to feel like a cow at that point.
Yeah.
Do you? I mean, I could ask again, a professional, but I'm not. Do you think that there are real benefits to breastfeeding versus formula?
Yes, I'm just trying not to pressure myself to breastfeed because it's like,
sure.
if it happens, it happens. If my body decides it doesn't want to do it, I don't want to get hard on myself and feel like less of a mother.
That's a lot of pressure that I know
Yeah.
that people go through. If like somebody's like, so it's not taking, and it's like, oh no, but
Yeah.
you can't control that.
Baby's got to eat.
Right. Like I was a formula fed baby. I think I'm okay.
Right.
Okay.
Adam, were you formula fed?
I'm not sure. To tell
John?
the truth.
I'm still not formula fed.
Danielle?
Danielle, were you breastfed?
I don't think so.
Wow, so maybe I wasn't. I know I wasn't. So,
So
we're
this
all right,
room
I
is
guess.
anti-breastfeeding.
No,
And
I'm
that
not-
was in
I'm
the
not
80s. What was in the
anti-breastfeeding.
formula
It's
then? I
just-
don't even know.
It's just if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I think that there's benefits to it, but if someone can't do it, then baby's got to eat.
You know what I saw today online? True story. There's a device that the husband can wear that it's like he's wearing breasts. It's like a how do I say it? It's like a bra, but it's hard and you put
It's a bro.
You okay?
It's a bro, right.
And you put the man's ear, and you put the formula in it, and you nurse the baby, and it says it's so you can bond with the baby. But I think that is just not natural because
Again, was the caveman
strapping on fake
wearing
breasts.
fake breasts to bond with the
And
baby?
what happens if you don't have the fake breasts and like you have the baby and
Right?
you
Does
might
the
get
baby
very,
know?
You might get very agitated. He's expecting something to be there.
I feel like I don't need the
And there's
fake
not.
ones.
Yeah.
Does the baby know?
I definitely feel like I don't need the fake ones. I have a question for you.
Sure.
As the husband, do the things you see on TV match up with your experience? Like, have you had to run out to get like the bonbons?
The pickles.
No, not at all. She's had a very good pregnancy. She hasn't been getting sick, thank God, and she hasn't really had urges. And you know, a lot of pregnant women, they say eat everything and all that stuff, and she hasn't been like that at all. She's pretty much been eating what she normally does, maybe slightly a little more, but I don't slightly. You know,
So you're not having
Some
the-
ice cream.
she's really not having.
Amy,
she's
put
having
the
a
cake
very
down.
Good,
We're on a podcast.
It's been very pleasant.
right.
Honestly, like going into this thing, I didn't know what to expect. I was expecting,
course.
you know,
Danielle keeps
monster.
Danielle
I was
keeps saying to me,
expecting like a fire-breathing dragon or something.
Yeah.
Like
I think
didn't
that's
know what to
fair. I think
expect.
that's fair. I expected myself to be like that
Yeah.
as well.
Wow. Adam,
Yeah.
do you want to
So-
take this moment to look at Amy and just tell her she's doing a good job?
He
I
tells
do.
me
I
he
tell her all
appreciates
the
me all
time.
But
the
never
time.
on the podcast, Amy. Let's
Okay.
get this out here.
Amy, you are doing a great job. I appreciate everything you've done for our growing family. I love you.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Danielle, you're crying. No, she's not crying.
Doing
again.
my best
No,
over
I
here.
do thank her though, because you know, but I
you
appreciate.
can't do anything.
Exactly. Yeah, I can't do anything. I appreciate. I see. You know, it's can't be easy.
right? Oh, absolutely. Well, that's kind of what brought us here in the first place. Was like we look at these types of things and we're like, that's got to be so tough.
I think it all depends too on like the experience you have when you're pregnant and if you feel well. Like I have some friends that like they'd tell me some of the things they went through and I would feel guilty and lie and say I had that too because I felt bad that my pregnancy was so good.
Wow.
Because I feel bad for the women who really struggle through it.
I also think people always just talk about the negative things. There's not too many people that talk about the positive stuff, so it makes it sound so awful.
Right.
But
women love to tell me terrible.
We're talking about positive stuff today, baby.
That's right.
That's right.
How heavy is this this front thing?
Well,
you
I've
got
gained
going on?
35 pounds.
Okay.
Is it like carrying a backpack on the front, like you used to do in junior high? Like
No.
Right.
I don't feel like that. I don't.
What does it feel
Getting
like?
out of the bed is when I feel heavy. Kind of just roll out these days and hope the floor doesn't like me.
Adam built a ramp. It rolls right to the bathroom. That's why you got to give your seat up on the train. Very important.
Oh, right. So that was a question I had. Has society been behaving themselves?
Sometimes. My friends have all told me people are going to be very nice to you when you're pregnant. I've had a lot of doors just like kind of slammed in my face that people have not held for me. I held the door for a man once recently and may or may not have mumbled under my breath, well, this is backwards.
There you go.
But I think the bigger I got, the more people were a little more willing to help. I still have to explain to the man at Trader Joe's that he can't put everything in one bag because I'm very lopsided.
So you want to rate some stuff?
Yeah. So this is the rating game. Again, you guys, we'll play it together.
You guys are well versed at the podcast. You know how this goes.
You know how this goes. You can rate this in whatever metric you wish. It doesn't matter. I'm going to give you, with John, 5 old school birthing practices. Just weigh in. Okay? Here we go.
We're rating it 1 to 10.
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Here we go. European monarchs gave birth in full view of the court. An audience, up to 70 people, would be present to verify the future monarch was, in fact, the baby that was born.
I don't even want him watching.
But this is all being compared to traditional birth or normal birth that
No,
goes
this
on
just
now.
happened.
These were real
Past.
things that used to happen.
This is past. How did you feel? How would you feel about that? Rate it.
Rate it
Sure. What do you think about that?
X.
Yeah. But you'd say you would not want to give birth in front of 70 people.
No, thank you.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. Interesting.
That's interesting. Okay, so women delivered on chairs in 2nd century Greece. The chair had a crescent-shaped hole through which the baby would be delivered.
I was just wondering how it came out.
Yeah, it's not unlike the I didn't know I was pregnant show in the toilet.
Sounds
like
comfortable.
half a
but
toilet seat almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure. We don't know.
Boy, I hope they padded the ground so the baby doesn't boom.
a little pillow.
He's got to listen for it.
They have those in
Oh,
like
hey, there it is.
Wait, I think I would need more clarification on who caught the baby.
Okay.
It sounds comfortable.
they probably had nets then. That's how they went fishing.
But they have very soft heads.
Adam's being the historian. They
Yes.
went fishing. They had nets. Yeah. So did you like it or you don't
No,
like it? You
I don't
want
like it at all.
I
No,
think
not a
that one's.
fan.
I think that's better than
Why? What if the
being
chair
in
had
front
cup
of the
holders?
70 people.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Fine.
yeah.
If you had to put me in a chair or in front of 70 people, I'd pick
But some
the chair.
people
if
like
the-
that. Some people are like exhibitionists or like they like.
I
or
don't
they
know if
think it's like-
exhibitionists like to deliver babies in front of people.
Yeah, maybe not exhibitionists. They like
We're
to. They
talking
like
about
to,
the monarchs. Did you listen to the question?
No, but I mean,
No.
Let's move on.
people like being watched. I don't know if they like
and
watch.
people like to do it for like scientific reasons. You know.
Oh,
to,
sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's fair.
Okay, I'll go. Native American women used leaves to catch their babies from either a standing or sitting
You know,
position.
just
So what that
stop.
means is
Just stop.
they
what
would
if
do
it breaks?
it. Just
What if the leaf breaks?
the leaf breaks? Well, it wasn't one
Well,
big
is it
leaf.
one- yeah.
If the leaf breaks, the cradle will fall. That's what that's.
The question is
That's where that song
how
came
many
from.
leaves?
That's right.
Is it like a hole filled with leaves and it kind of just cushions in there?
I would imagine.
Or is it just like a pile of leaves?
No, the Native American people were smart and with it. I think it would be a pile of leaves, and they were standing.
So far, we're giving birth in front of 70 people on a chair that's hovering over a pile of leaves.
That's right. This is recent.
In 1950s England, all women about to give birth had their pubic hair shaved and were given an enema.
I don't really. I
What
don't-
to give birth? They had
Yes,
That was the procedure.
you
first.
needed to be groomed and prepared.
and
Was the enema to make the mother more comfortable?
We don't know this.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Yeah,
say
to
it
make you
probably
comfortable,
wasn't to
no.
make the woman more comfortable. Most of these things don't sound like they have the woman's best interest in mind.
I think a lot of things were done wrong in the 50s, so we're just going to say no.
Okay.
You don't
women.
like it. You don't like it.
No.
Adam?
No.
I don't get the point.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I think a woman's region, as far as groomsmanship, has nothing to do with what delivering a good baby.
Okay. This is the last one. I do really enjoy this one. I'm going to just tell you. In the Renaissance, women received birth trays decorated with scenes often from biblical births. These trays were laden with jars containing chicken soup and sweetmeats.
What are sweetmeats?
Sweetmeats.
So,
Like,
hey, I mean,
cheese?
With like the ribs from like the Chinese place, like sweet meat,
yeah,
like
ribs.
that.
Yeah, there was a poo-poo
Yeah.
platter on there.
So
Yeah,
it was
Boneless
presented
spare
to them
ribs?
as a gift.
ye old poo-poo platter.
Yeah, I think so.
That's nice.
What's your favorite biblical birth?
It would be wrong if I said anything other than Jesus, although Moses is probably up there.
You like Moses? Would you ever put your child in a
No, I
basket
would
of
not put
reeds
them in
and
a
send him down
basket
the
down the
river?
river.
Adam, as a Jewish man, it is in your lineage.
I like Eve's birth, just from a rib.
That's
Just
it.
from a rib.
She was from a poo-poo platter.
That's
Really?
where it came from, right?
She was born of a rib.
Imagine that. Sweetmeats.
So yesterday, Frank sent me these questions. We send each other the
So
questions
he was
for
going to send you
approval.
sweetmeats.
He sent me the sweetmeats. No, he sent me these questions for approval. Later in the day, I confirmed something with someone via text, and his answer back was sweetmeats. I
What?
kid you not.
What?
Yep. Like cool beans, he said sweetmeats.
No. So you got 2 sweetmeats yesterday?
Twice in one day, I
Hey,
got
how many have you
2,
gotten before that? Your whole 30 years
Zero.
of life? None.
0, and then in one day, 2 texts that read sweetmeats.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have a question for the baby.
Okay.
Baby, are you ready for life?
Yes.
Frank,
I think that
This
clear
is
that
serious.
was not my
that
baby.
wasn't me.
That was not my
That
baby.
wasn't me.
Physically, he's ready. He's a good size. Mom's not ready. He could stay in there, keep cooking.
okay, you're not ready yet.
I don't think I'll ever be ready. I'm ready as far as organization goes. I have
See, I don't like the keep cooking phrase.
Mm.
I think
Then
it should
you
be
cook.
more like keep
Sweetmeats.
brewing.
Yeah.
Keep brewing.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Like keep cooking.
Well, I'm
Come on now.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I don't like that
Keep
phrase.
Yeah, I
growing.
agree with you. Keep growing.
Keep growing. I'd like him to come on time. I just think physically he's good. Emotionally, mom's panicking, but we'll be all right.
Oh, I think you'll be fine.
Has your mood shifted a lot being pregnant hormonally, Adam? Yours? No, yours?
Oh, mine?
No. Amy, has yours?
There was one night where I hysterically laughed and cried simultaneously at the dinner table
Wow.
as I thought about what actually giving birth to a child was going to entail.
It is funny and scary. I can give you that.
Well,
That's the
that's your big concern now. Like we're ready for the baby. It's just
Getting
let's
him
say
out.
getting him out.
Right.
Well, we're gonna be there live with you.
Right.
So.
Can we
Right.
come?
Yeah, well, not 70 people.
If you
but
bring
3
Dr.
people.
Joe.
3 extras are okay.
6 mics and a computer.
Yeah. Tickets are on Ticketmaster starting Friday with an Amex card.
What do you think about water births when the baby swims up?
I think they're cool.
Cool. I agree.
I
like that.
They're fascinating.
Yep.
I don't want
John's
to do
saying
it.
no way.
No way. No way. Baby's first thing in the world is gonna be almost drowned.
No,
Why would I
but
do
that's
that?
what
That's
he's
their
used
normal
to.
habitat.
Right now, he's just swimming.
I guess I don't swim though, and now I'm
My-
a 30-year-old who doesn't swim. So to me, I'm like, keep me as far away from the water as possible.
Some of my friends that have children, they say that their babies are the happiest when they go to like swim or when they're in the pool and whatnot because they're in there for 9
That's
months
great.
like that.
Back.
That's great, but life is out of the water. Get used to it, baby.
That's right.
Sorry.
Well, it's not like the kid's doing like laps. He just comes up.
I get that's where you're
and then they pick
comfortable,
'em up.
but listen, we're not giving trophies for participation. Okay, you got to breathe there like everybody else does. So Matt had presented me with a couple questions. Matt's one of our crew here who couldn't be here today, and he sent me with a couple questions. So one of them is based on how delicate your life has to be now that you're pregnant. So when you sneeze, are you afraid that the baby's just going to come flying out now?
I'm more afraid that I'll pee, but not that the baby's going to come out.
Okay, not just like sneeze, baby.
No.
I mean, it'd work out if you were in the bath.
Right, then it would just be a water.
True.
Oh, but the other thing that people say all the time that I don't know if you've probably thought of this before, because you have the internet also, like I do.
Wait, do you guys have the internet?
I do.
Cool. It's really nice.
So being a mom to be, have you had the realization yet that being a pregnant woman, you're basically a human submarine when you go in the pool?
Now
Like,
I've
yeah.
come to that realization. Yes.
You're ready. Periscope up. She's ready.
I wish I thought of that last time I was in a pool.
You go in a pool and you're like, wow, I'm a submarine right now.
That's right. Have you been in a pool?
Yes.
You've swam with baby?
With the baby in my belly, yes.
Wow.
No, but this is a real question. As a a pregnant woman, do you ever listen? This is life. Everybody goes through this. As pregnant people, you see them all the time. Are you ever self-conscious of the pregnant belly?
Yes, I feel like everyone's staring at it, but I know they're not staring at it because they think there's a circus freak around. They're just staring at it because it's life. Like they're looking at it. When I first became pregnant, I was worried that people wouldn't know I was pregnant and just thought it's very vain. I know, and just thought that I was gaining weight. But I guess you get self-conscious with those kinds of things. Once the belly starts to round out, then you feel more comfortable.
What do you think about when people just touch your stomach? Does that happen?
Yeah. Do people have to ask you?
People
to touch
do
your belly?
often ask.
Follow up. Can I touch your belly?
I always want to say no. I always want to say no, but I say yes.
You want to say no?
It's
Not for everybody.
Not for everybody, but there's been some people I don't speak to that much, but they love the baby's bellies. They love it.
That's
Why do
weird.
you need to touch somebody's belly?
And they want to touch the belly.
Keep your hands to yourself, guys. Come on.
I think the next time somebody asks, you should say yes, and then when they do it, go.
Ooh. Just let out a big moan, like, oh God, I did this. No, but like, I don't know. Do the kind smiles people give you as like that nice little when they walk by and they see you see you're pregnant and they do this face? They go.
Old ladies love to do that. Yeah.
Does that make
do.
you feel good? Or
Yes,
does
it
that go,
does.
You're carrying so well. How many times you hear that?
Yeah,
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear that you're carrying well and that you're glowing. I just think
She
they
doesn't
say
like
that.
the glowing one.
That's
You carry terribly.
That's hanging low.
I've been convinced that people just say you're glowing because they don't want to tell a pregnant woman, wow, you look really haggard today.
You're absolutely glowing.
You're glowing?
Right.
Amy, can you do something for us? Just scream, get me the epidural? No, get me the goddamned epidural. Can you
Yeah.
scream
Do you
it for
want
us?
epidurals?
Yes.
Good.
Oh,
So
My
so
biggest
prove
fear,
it to us how
two
much
of
you
my
want them.
friends didn't get to get the epidural because their labor went too fast and they felt everything. And I'm not a warrior. I am not a superhero. I cannot do that.
100%.
That scares me. I went to the urgent care, real story, less than a month ago. Yeah, maybe 2 weeks ago. I cut my finger. And they had to like...
Obviously
right before-
comparable to pregnancy.
Right.
Before I
Right
came
before
here.
you came here.
Yeah, and the doctor had to like remove a big flap of skin. It was too shallow. He didn't want to stitch it, but he was going to pull it off, and it was a bloody mess. And he goes, I got to put a needle in here to numb it, or else it's going to be bad when I take the skin off. I was like, oh my God, okay, right. So I didn't look. And then he went to shove this needle into the hole. It was the worst pain of my life, and it freaked me out because now like half of my finger went numb. Now in an epidural, half your whole
spine.
body goes numb.
And they put it in your spine.
This is
During
terrifying
contractions.
to me. This is terrifying to me.
Yeah.
I couldn't deal with the finger.
Yeah. And it goes in your spine mid contractions. And you can't move because you may be paralyzed.
Really?
Yeah, because they're putting the needle in your spine, so they tell you not to move.
No, that'd be too much pressure for me.
So you would just feel the pain.
100% no. I would do whatever it takes.
What if the doctor comes up to do it and he has these thick Coke bottle glasses on? He's a little wiggly step and he
You're
got
my
one short
first
leg.
patient of the day.
My first patient
I got
ever.
35% accuracy with this thing.
He's looking. He's like, come on.
I think the anesthesiologist does it. They get paid big bucks to do that.
Wow, do they?
So Matt had sent me another question as well, that he wanted to know what kind of baby food you were leaning towards for the baby. Because, and I didn't know this, he sent me the link earlier. Did you know that Chobani yogurt makes a great baby food now?
Is that true?
That is what I heard. Chobani baby food.
By
You guys-
Chobani.
It's like
Would you
Greek
get into
yogurt.
that, do you think?
Know more than me about baby food, that's for sure. I don't know much about baby food yet because he's going to come out and drink milk and formula.
Right. That's true. My sister used to eat baby food all the time as a grown adult.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
Canned
What was her
peaches.
favorite flavor? Oh, peaches.
She loved the peaches, and I think she liked the bananas too. And it took me many years to realize that was weird. She used to eat baby food all the time, and
Really?
like
They
so
must
would
have-
I, because I
Oh,
was
it
like, oh,
would have been weirder if she was being breastfed at the time.
that's true. That's true.
Mom, hurry up! I have a job interview.
So you don't know anything about baby food yet?
No, I like to say that I would be, the super mom and make my own baby food out of sweet potatoes and things, but
Not happening.
it's not going to happen.
No.
So if it comes in organic, and I will choose the organic option because
I think
you want to
Chobani's
feed
organic.
your
Oh, I hope
yeah.
it is. I hope
Yeah,
it
I
is.
think
You want to feed your kids some good things.
Yeah,
If they have that option, I'll grab it.
I think it's great.
Like, what age is too young to start Taco Bell?
Never.
Never talk about. Danielle, do you have any questions in mind that you had written down?
I do.
As a
So,
non-pregnant woman.
Yes.
so I want to know more or less like the planning. Who's going to be in the room with you? And
Just Adam.
And I just wanted to know if you gave him any instruction, like whether or not to like
ham sandwich.
ham sandwich.
Yeah.
So that's been a debate we've been having because as he said, he has a queasy stomach, right? We don't want him to pass out, and
Dr. Joe has seen this happen.
right,
He said it,
like
yeah.
really, the wedding was Adam's show. Like, let this be mine. So no, but I'm just kidding. But we've discussed he's going to stay up top. But I've heard that doctors often want the dad to like be part of it and like hold a leg or something.
You didn't hear it on this podcast. Dr. Joe says they go up top. Didn't he say that?
He did say that.
Right.
Yeah.
Hold a leg.
Yeah.
No. Why? Bite on a leather strap? This is what the
Or
Wild
cut
West.
the umbilical
I
cord.
want to know what kind of insurance
wanna
those
cut-
people have. That
Yeah.
hold the leg.
Just hold the leg. No.
Let me tell you something. You could not pay me
Oh, God,
to
Danielle's-
watch that happen. You couldn't pay me.
I told him I
can't-
will not be offended. Stay up top.
Adam, do you
Tell
want
me
to
I'm
stay
doing
up
great.
top?
I'm still
Blot
undecided.
me with a towel.
I might like take a quick peek and see what's going on and decide from there. But
I mean, me too. You know.
yeah.
Curiosity.
Wow.
That's good.
I'd hold like a dentist mirror and just kind of winging around the side. Like, nope, that's not what I want.
But ultimately, you want to stay topside.
I'm honestly, it's like something.
You're gonna figure it out.
It's gonna be spur of the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. I get
No
it.
cutting the umbilical cord, though, he's decided.
Yeah.
Because it's not like cutting a sheet of paper.
Unless
You
it was
gotta
like a
cut
smooth
at it.
cut.
It's
It's not?
it's like cutting
what
a
I've been
steak with
told.
safety scissors.
It's
Yeah.
like you feel different layers in it. It's like stabbing someone almost. Like
I
that's
don't-
I
gotta
don't
be
wanna do
gross.
that.
I don't wanna
wanna
do that.
I don't wanna
If
do
it was
that.
like a smooth cut, all right. But
You could roll up there with like garden shears.
Are you going to save that little piece of umbilical
Ugh.
cord that falls
No.
off a week later?
No.
Good. Get rid of it as soon as possible. I hate that thing.
It's haunted.
But we
Throw it
were
out.
at a friend's house and the child's umbilical, the piece fell off, and we were looking for it. We had to look. We were
No,
looking all over
no,
looking for it.
no,
Right?
no.
You remember
True
that?
story.
It is
It's
a true
story.
story.
All of
Who
a sudden,
found it?
we realized the baby didn't
I
have it on
remember.
anymore, and
What do
we,
you win if
we
you
searched
find
for it, and we found it.
You become the king at the next celebration. That's really nasty.
At least the dog didn't eat it. No, they
And
didn't have a dog.
people are eating the placenta. This is
Yeah.
a thing too.
Yeah.
They save the placenta, but
Make soup.
Well, I saw a picture of a placenta the other day, and it kind of blew my mind.
it looks
It
like a
was
bag of.
vein. It was like veins. It looked like an alien. I don't know. It was crazy.
You wouldn't eat it.
But
I mean, it
it
didn't
goes
look too
into
good.
pill
It doesn't look
form.
that
But
good.
Didn't look
Appetizing.
too good.
They make
Yeah.
your placenta into a pill.
yeah,
form?
so from what I've
rather
heard,
have the
you
sweet
like
meat.
They, from what I've heard, because a friend of ours was actually interested in doing it, it just didn't work out. You have to ship it off somewhere. I don't know how. No, someone picks it up at the hospital, and then they put it in a pill form, and they send you the pills, and you take it, and it's supposed to like help postpartum depression, give you nutrients and things of that nature.
But
I mean, I guess I wouldn't be against the pill thing. That's
we've made it this far, and no one. We're fine. What's the end game? To be a what? What's the end game? We're going to keep upping things to be what? Immortal? We're good.
I guess, but
Again, teach his own.
do you know what's in the pills you take?
It's placenta.
Danielle, would you take
Your
placenta pills?
multivitamin has placenta in it.
It does?
No.
Danielle, would you?
I guess. I don't know.
It's a pill.
I
Who
mean,
the hell
it's a
cares?
pill.
Like it's
You
a
don't
pill.
know,
I don't
right.
think it would bother me. Like
I mean, if it was a chewable, it'd be gross.
Yeah. That's true.
Adam, is that like, would it be cannibalism? If you ate Amy's placenta, like they cook it like a steak. That's
What are we
cannibalism.
talking about right
It's
now?
my wife's placenta, though. You know.
But it's a person.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
going to
true.
choose to do it for myself, but I mean, I don't think it can do any
I know,
harm.
you're being PC. It's okay if everybody else wants to eat their placentas.
What is something that you've learned since being pregnant that you did not know before that maybe we don't know?
Sleeping is not the most fun in the world. Like certain parts of my body, so what I never knew was if you lay on certain parts of your body, the blood flow, because of where the baby is, the blood flow will be different. So like my arm will fall asleep. But then that makes me nervous because then am I like affecting the baby in some way? So I'll do a quick rollover. And I've become mesmerized by how my cat knows what's in my belly.
Really?
Yeah,
Nellie knows.
she knows.
She knows.
She really likes it. She's like obsessed with the belly.
What does she do? Just look at it?
She lays on it. She holds it. She will like wait for it to kick, and then she'll swat it with her tail. So she knows. She
Wow.
know if I ask her where the baby is,
She
she'll
could definitely
like roll
feel
over.
him. And the baby definitely feels her because when she like purrs, he reacts to that as well.
He
It's
purrs
pretty
back.
amazing.
Wow.
Even
See, that's
before,
amazing.
before like he was really kicking, like I feel like she knew something was there.
Yeah.
That's amazing that the baby reacts
she's
that
like
way.
very delicate around your belly too.
Right, she'll
She's very
she'll
gentle.
push harder on
It's
my
amazing.
legs than she will on the belly. So that's kind of cool, just like the instinct that the animal has.
And
So
she's a lot more attached to you now.
Oh
since
yeah,
that
she
happened,
follows me
too.
everywhere.
Wow,
I can't go to the
protecting you.
bathroom without her following me. I can't go down the steps without her following
Right,
me.
she's protecting.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that was kind of cool to see like an animal instinct to like know what's going on in there, not just like, oh, mommy ate a lot.
So what you're saying is all pregnant women should have cats.
Not necessarily.
But not
Usually
change
you
the
think
litter.
that-
Dogs
women
know
with
too.
cats-
They say the dogs know too.
Dogs know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if cats know, dogs know.
Yeah. So I think it's like animals. I wonder
I
if
heard
like
goldfish know.
I don't know if a ferret would know, but you know.
Ferrets know. Ferrets know.
Ferrets know.
Have you ever acted before,
No.
Adam?
Yeah, a couple times.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Are we
Okay.
ready to bring that career back? So every episode we like to do an improv based on a scenario. So here we go.
I don't even know this week's scenario.
Correct. I'm just springing it now, and you're gonna hate it. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
This is Lamaze class.
Okay.
Oh, we haven't done those.
I don't know. We don't know. I'm the instructor. I gave myself the safe role here. Amy and Adam are a couple. John and Danielle are a couple. John is the woman. There's more. Danielle is the man. At some point, I can't even say it.
Are they switched or they're the same?
No, they're the same. At some point during the Lamaze class, John actually goes into labor. No one believes him. Here we go. Okay.
Okay, ready? Are you the instructor?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, ready? Hold on. Let me get that on the ground real quick.
Okay, here we go. Show of hands. Has anyone actually seen a Lamaze class? No, we're just gonna. Oh, we're making it up. Well, we've seen it on TV.
I've seen it
Yeah.
in
It's
like
probably
Look Who's
exactly how it
Talking.
is. Okay, yeah. Look who's talking.
That's
Is it
all I
reference?
really. That's my only reference. to
Kirstie
pregnancy.
Alley, 1987. Okay, here we go. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to the holistic birthing clinic of Park Slope.
Good morning.
How
What
we
a
doing?
rude class you've got here.
Thanks. In the back, hello. I think your name is
Hello.
Amy. Hey, thank you. Hello. So, Amy, who's your partner here today?
Adam is my husband.
Or your husband? And John, who's your partner here today?
Danielle, she's my husband.
Okay. So today we're going to practice some breathing. Everybody get on the floor, please.
I'm sorry, it's her name's Daniel. I have an accent.
Is he a pregnant man?
No. Everybody get on the floor,
rude.
please. John, can you get on the floor, please?
I'm on. Okay.
Great. Okay, so will the partner cradle the pregnant woman in front of you? You're doing it. Looks great. Adam, move your hands. That's better. Thank you. Okay. Now, women, please take a deep breath in and out. And as your partner exhales, I'd like the male partner to think well wishes to the woman. And inhale.
Am I getting well wishes?
Danielle, why don't you verbalize, Daniel, your well wishes to your spouse? John, please breathe.
Oh,
gotta let it
I'm
out.
waiting. I'm holding my breath.
Honey, you're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
Took a little long there. That
Thanks,
could actually
doll.
induce labor. Okay,
Thanks,
moving
doll.
on. Okay.
Okay.
So, Amy, take a breath, please. And Adam, a well wish for your bride.
You're doing great, darling. You're doing great, darling.
What is wrong?
I think I'm having a baby.
A little quieter there, please, John. So, Amy, how is this for you?
It's I'm fine. It's great. But
John, did you
he's a
spill?
little
Did
distracting.
you spill your water on the ground? Danielle, clean that up for John, please.
Yeah, okay.
Are you
What is
okay?
wrong with you?
Danielle, I hate you, Danielle.
Babe, this lady's giving birth.
John, are you
This
okay?
is crazy.
I think I'm okay. I think
she peed.
I
Listen,
think this-
people never give birth in
You're
here.
making
Okay.
a
I see a
mess.
leg.
Oh, I think I'm crowning.
Oh, no, John, that's not true. Let's go into our second position. Everybody on all fours. John,
I'm
all
now
fours, please.
2 people.
Thank you. There it was. It was great.
And now 2 people.
No,
He says, "I see a leg."
I see a leg. I'm
don't
crowning.
come out like
Wait,
first.
how's this
He's
baby
coming
coming
out
out
like
sideways? He's doing a cartwheel right out.
doing yoga. A leg
Baby's
and
gonna be a
at the
gymnast.
same time.
Oh, so
Wow.
stupid. So stupid. You never screamed, "Get me the goddamn epidural." By the way, did you do it,
Neither did John.
John?
I don't need an epidural.
Amy?
He's a
hero.
warrior.
You gonna
Give
do
me
it?
the goddamn epidural.
Good.
Oh,
But she's
yeah,
not
that's good.
She's not in labor.
No, he
It
wants
was
to hear
over.
what he wants to hear what
Just
she
hear how
would
it goes.
sound like.
I gotcha.
Right.
All right.
Adam, are you gonna pass out celebratory? I was gonna say guitars.
I don't know if I'll
Here's a
pass out
Gibson for
guitars.
everyone. Everyone gets a Gibson.
I might pass out, but I don't know if I'm going to pass out guitars.
Are you going to give out cigars? is the
Cigars.
question?
Oh, cigars.
Yeah.
Guitars? Probably not.
Can we be in the waiting room with a microphone ready to interview you? When you come out?
It'd be so funny if we could do it.
I'll just pass out placenta pills instead.
Yeah.
Can you
Yes.
imagine if you're about to give birth and there's two doctors and they pull the mask down and it's us? And we go, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
So we're going, Austin.
Put this mic on. Put this
Austin.
mic on.
Austin. Subscribe to us on iTunes.
Austin, did you hear it?
Give us 5 stars, Austin.
Danielle, you have any more questions for the pregnant woman?
I do. So I want to know what it was like to pick a doctor. Is it like an interview, or did you just go with your regular doctor?
As far as a doctor for me or a doctor for the baby?
For the baby.
Well, there's 2 different doctors that have to work together. What if they don't like each other?
Well, they don't see each other. It's like you have your
They wear one big T-shirt.
OBGYN, which is my doctor for...
For your OB-GYN.
Yes, clearly. And then there's the pediatrician. So
Right.
You would think that the first thing that comes to mind is that you have to find a pediatrician, but I did that a couple weeks ago because I had to find daycare. Those things fill up really quickly for your unborn children
You had to find daycare
before
already?
I found a doctor.
So who's going to be watching
My
this
baby's
child?
going to be out of luck.
They'll be at a daycare in Long Beach where we live for 2 days a week. And then my mom will watch the baby 2 days a week, and Adam's mom will watch the baby 1 day.
And when does that start?
October, he'll be 3 months old because I got to go back to work.
Wow.
But the pediatrician,
That was
a
a
lot
while.
of people do interview pediatricians, but I just, word of mouth, heard they were great, went in.
What do you ask?
Stuck
Like,
with
what's
it.
your success rate? Your kids get measles? Like, what do you ask?
Well,
Wow.
they do a lot. So with the whole measles thing that's going on now, a lot of doctors, they just are transparent about that right away. And they talk about whether or not they want their patients to be vaccinated or not. And the place that I went, they said that if people aren't going to vaccinate their children, that they ask them politely to find another doctor. There's like signs on the doors that say like, if you have measles or symptoms of measles, please don't come in, call us, we'll tell you what to do, because they just don't feel that it's fair to
don't want it in the room at
No,
all.
yeah, they don't feel that it's fair to the other patients. But a lot of people are worried about how many days a week they're open, if they're on call, things of that nature, because it's scary to have a kid with a fever and those kinds of things, and you don't know what to do. But my doctor sold me on some more books. She gave me 2 books that I bought right away to kind of relieve the anxiety of having to call the doctor all the time. So like, if this is happening, should you call the doctor or not, kind of thing. So she was like, that way you're not worried about everything. I was sold on the fact that they had a wellness room. So any kid that was there for a well visit,
is separate
from the sick kids. And I thought that was awesome. So, and it was I've only heard great things. So
And they
that's
had
where I was sold.
rooms, like examination rooms as well.
Yeah, and they had examination rooms
Yeah.
versus a
It was
sick
pretty much an
examination.
orientation. They showed us around. They told us stuff. We asked them questions. It was actually, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. Imagine the sick room. The wallpaper's peeling. There's cobwebs. The floor's cracked. There's green slime under the tiles. It's like,
So, Adam, how involved in all of this, honestly, are you as the father? Because I know, it's not really to compare, but like Danielle and I are planning a wedding right now, and it's our wedding. She's really doing all the work, and I'm there going, yeah, sure, yeah. This is your baby.
well, you sent the text about the tuxes.
Right. This is your baby together. Realistically, and I'm not saying, there's only so much you can do. How involved are you really, besides just being a bystander who's willing to help?
I mean, I try to be as involved as possible, but there's really only so much I can do. Like when we did go to the doctor, I had a few questions.
That's
that
what made me
weren't
think of
asked
it,
and
yeah.
whatnot. But besides that, just got to be there to support her and whatever's going on. Make sure that she feels good. Because
Yeah.
if she feels good, the baby should feel good.
Boy.
Hopefully, and
And I make them talk to the baby.
I speak to the baby.
Yeah.
Tell him good night.
That's
and
good.
Good morning.
That's
and
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, being a guy is
It's hard.
it's
Yeah.
tough.
Tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
When we go to like a sonogram or something, he has better questions than I do, because I just sit there and kind of am mesmerized by it, and he'll say, what's that, and he'll ask like the questions, and I just sit there and stare like, oh my god, that's in my belly.
Imagine he's
Every time.
pointing at a chair, a garbage pail in the room. What's that?
What is this?
That's a
no,
drawer.
But listen, that's 2 sets of eyes, right?
Yeah.
2 sets of questions. Pick up on things that maybe the other one didn't, and I think that's all you can really do.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot more questions once he's here. But
Right.
Amy, do you have a new appreciation for women who go through child rearing alone?
Yes. Because sometimes you're just scared. And like I went through levels of fear where it was first, I don't know if it was backwards, but at first I was just kind of like, oh my gosh, I have to get this baby home and keep him alive. And that was a whole big emotional thing where I worried about that. And then it was, I have to get this baby out of me. What do I do? How do I do it? I mean, people have been doing it all the time for years without medicine.
Leaves.
And they've done it within leaves and chairs, apparently, in front of 70 people. So,
all at once.
but I feel like, and you worry about who's going to be watching your baby. And that was the hardest part for me emotionally, was making sure that I knew my baby was going to be taken care of once he came out, and who was going to be watching him, making sure there was a daycare for him. I spent about a month looking for daycares, and he's not even born yet, and he's enrolled in one already. So those kinds of things. It's crazy.
He doesn't even exist
And
on the planet
you have
yet.
to put his name on papers, and what if I change it? That's fine. Not a big deal. But
Yeah, real quick, while you're on that point, I know you have a name, but what are the odds you might name the baby after one of us?
I mean, Frank was in the running.
Really?
Wow.
Is that true?
No.
I'm taking my claps back. John's a pretty regular name.
John's a good name.
But yeah, all right, I guess. One day we'll have babies named after
We
us.
decided his name over text message
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
because he was just throwing out some crazy names to
Oh,
me.
so Adam came up with it.
No, I think I said Austin. He was like, that sounds fine. And then it was the first one we agreed on, so it stayed.
That
Great.
sounds fun. That's cool. Pregnancy brain, is it real?
See, I didn't think it was, and I still hate the term. Like, I'm like, I don't have pregnancy brain. I have a lot on my mind. But I guess that is pregnancy brain, right? Yeah, I forget everything. I feel like the guy in Memento. Like, can he like write it on Post-its or tattoo it on myself?
But is this all your lives are right now for the past 9 months? Like, this is all your life. Not all your life, but I'm saying, like, this is the focus. Like, this has got to be the, everything's different. And then it's all going to change again.
Yeah.
Now, this is a pretty simple question. You can answer it, one word if you can. Are you ready for life to no longer be about you guys and to be about a whole new person? Your lives are no longer yours. Good luck.
Right, this is like the last thing you're going to do together. That's fun.
Well, he keeps saying that. Every time we do something, he'll say, this is the last time we'll be doing this. This is the last time we'll be doing this. I guess I jumped in that pool. I'm there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny when you put it in that perspective. It seems like such a big, grand concept. But like, when you're not gonna have a baby, you think like, wow, life is no longer gonna be about us. Like, oh, that sucks. Then when you're in the situation, I imagine you're ready for that. Like, you want that. Like, you're gonna have this baby, and you want life to be about the baby. That you wouldn't want it any other way.
Correct.
Not everybody.
I was going to say, people go through different things emotionally, and that scares me. Like, the whole postpartum depression thing is real. It scares me.
Oh, yeah, it scares me, and I wouldn't have to be the one going through it. It scares me.
Yeah, that scares me a bit. And but we're excited about. It sounds so cliche, but we're excited about it. I didn't sleep in college. I'll figure it out. So
Totally.
those kinds of things you figure out, and everyone just says the baby comes, and you just kind of you roll with it. You figure it out. The first couple months, all he does is cry and poop and pee.
I mean, you're good at raising your cat.
Right,
Yeah.
she's alive. But
there's
she
that.
can also be left alone for like 2 days to her own devices. And
You can't.
a baby
Can't leave the
cannot.
baby alone for 2 days?
Oh, I thought you could.
Thanks for coming, guys. We didn't
This is what we're learning.
Google it.
Google it.
So, Danielle, did you have any more questions?
Just one more. I just wanted to know what it was like telling your friends and like work that you were pregnant.
Well, my friends, that was fine. Work, we worked together, so that was an interesting thing because we work in a school with teenagers.
Did they know? Did they know
And
that you were
they know
married?
we're married.
They did already.
So I wasn't so concerned with the co-workers as much as the teenagers.
Right.
Did they find out that you were married and pregnant at the same time?
No, they knew already.
Oh, okay.
They knew already. So that was a little weird. But the kids they're supportive and they're great, and they've asked a lot of
Kids
questions
have been very
about,
nice
it.
about it.
But it is weird knowing that teenagers know how it happens.
Right, that's
And-
what I said. Teenagers, they know how it happens. They're going to look at the two of you and be like, but you know what that means.
So that was it. Work was fine. Friends is fine. I have 2 brothers. That was not fine.
Why? Because they know how it works too?
Because they know how it works too.
Well, they'd be pretty naive, I'd have to say.
Oh, your brothers are very happy, but
They're
just-
happy.
It was weird.
They're funny
It was
guys.
weird.
They joke around a lot, so
But
That's fun
you
just to
know,
think of, like, we're married. Oh, great. And then, like, a couple of months later or whatever it is, even if it's right away, we're having a baby. You did what with we're married, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
yeah, like
That's
we
kinda
told
crazy.
her brother, and one of her brothers comes to me, goes, "How did that all happen?"
Oh, no. Then you pulled out the book and you showed him.
The cave painting.
I've got a few websites I can send you to.
Hey.
No, I thought it's been like pretty cool. Like I think the kids have been actually it's at work have been really awesome about it. Like they, like they've seen it happen. Like we're teachers, so they've seen her grow and all this stuff, and they know the baby's coming, and they always
they would
ask,
whisper a lot about it, and I would hear them and pretend that I didn't. So that was fun in the beginning.
Like, what would
'Cause
they say?
They would point to my stomach and be like, I think Miss Kern's pregnant.
Yeah.
She's getting bigger.
They congratulate us, and say nice things.
Let's do it, John.
Have you noticed anything weird lately?
What's the answer to number 6?
I think we're talking about 2 different things. She's pregnant.
And then I finally said,
There we go.
I hear you.
All right. I do have a real question maybe for as we wrap up. You're going to be parents.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of parents do you hope to be?
Good ones?
Good parents.
Oh God,
Good one.
What do you mean? I need
what
a category.
qualities do you hope you bring to your child's life?
Well, we want our child to be, respectful and a nice person.
I just want them to be, I want them to be nice to other kids, especially working in a school. Like you see that and you just want them to be the kid who's going to be known as the nice kid, who's nice to everybody, not you just raise them as
I don't
just
need
like
the
a good
cool
kid.
kid. I don't need the cool kid. I just
Yeah.
want them to be nice to other people.
And-
Because I see
Right.
kids that aren't very nice to other people, and I see how kids that don't get treated so nicely feel, and it's terrible to see. And I don't want my child to treat other people like that, and I don't want my child to be treated like that as well. So
Kindness.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you want. That's
Yeah,
your
and
angle
fun.
here.
I want them to go outside and ride bikes and get in some trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we got a bike for you guys. We're gonna Joe. He's been in the kitchen. No, we don't have.
No, I think those are the most important qualities, I think. Just be a good person.
Yeah.
It's really all you can kind of hope to instill
Yeah.
in a child, whichever way you choose to do that, whatever methods you choose to go about. I think ultimately the goal has to be good.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
kind of a vague, but it's true.
You just grabbed your stomach. Why? Is it happening? Get the towels. Danielle, get the towels.
It's not happening.
There you go.
Why'd you grab your stomach so
Because
fast?
he's
You
moving.
scared me.
Because
He's
he's
moving, 'cause he heard you.
Amy,
It
didn't move
hurts.
Fast the whole.
We don't even know how how you're gonna be when it how do you know when it's happening?
Oh, I don't know.
don't know
The
that.
water breaks.
No, not always.
No.
See, he's moving.
I feel the
That's
same
why.
way
'Cause
like
he's
you just
listening.
did.
He
like,
heard you.
Yeah.
Especially
He's
more
responding.
recently.
He
Like I
likes it.
feel
Or maybe he feels my
Yeah.
nervous energy.
like she'll
I'm
get
sorry,
up,
I'm not-
she'll
I'm
get
not
up
in
to go
labor.
to the bathroom at like 3 a.m, and I'll be like, "You okay? Where you going?"
He
'Cause-
gets the suitcase under the bed. Is that
So to close out, I had a thought. It might be a little awkward, but I don't care.
I'm not having my baby here.
No. I was going to add, well, all right, Danielle, get all these towels out of here then. No,
sweetmeats back in the fridge? They're not doing it.
listen, I know that this is, we're nearing the end of our first season of this show, and it's just a little show, and they don't, we don't even know what kind of following we have or are going to continue to have. But the bottom line is media always exists. It doesn't go anywhere. It'll always be there. So, if you guys wouldn't mind, I'd like to end with you guys. Tell your son whatever you'd like him to hear right now, right on the cusp of his being
You
born.
just want to see me cry. Is that what it is?
No, honestly, I just,
I cry about everything.
this is something that no matter what happens to us or this show or whatever, years from now,
You'll have the recording.
you'll
We'll
have.
have the recording, and
Absolutely.
I can tell him all about who you guys are.
No. You could maybe leave us out of it.
Austin, we're excited to meet you. We hope that we make you happy as parents and that we do right by you and that you're proud of us as parents, because we'll be proud of you in whatever choices you make. as long as you're nice and kind and do your best and have a little fun. We love you.
All right, Austin, we love you. We can't wait to meet you. It's been, it's been a fun, interesting 9 months, kind of watching you grow. Not really seeing you, legit seeing you, but, watching mommy's belly grow and you moving around and all that stuff. But we can't wait to meet you in person, and we just want you to be happy and healthy and, like we said, teach you nice things and teach you to be a nice person and, hope we're good parents. We're going to try to be the best parents we could be.
There you go.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yes.
A little misty-eyed in the room. All 5 of us.
Yes.
I think that's more the pressure. I worry more about being a good parent to him.
I want to thank you guys for doing this.
I think we should thank you. I think this was amazing.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
let's give a round of
Thanks
applause.
for having
Another
us.
round of applause. Yes.
And a round of applause for Austin.
Yes.
Mazel tov.
You've been listening to the Nothing Podcast with Nobody Important, a cool side production, hosted by John Panepinto and Frank Caiati, with contributors Matt Hunt, Joe Hagopian, and Tom Zaccheo, and engineered by me, Danielle Rosefisher. Find us online at nothing-podcast.com, and be sure to rate and subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever fine podcasts are distributed.